welcome back to Final Drive, and there's another new car for the channel. Although, if my missus heard me say it's for the channel, she might actually kill me. This is our new family car. We finally got rid of the Mazda CX-5. I know these have their issues. This is an SDV6. You can come at me all you want, but our family has just grown and we needed a bigger car. But something like this is quite renowned for being hit in a car park or being stolen. And if your family's in it, you want them to be safe. And if you do want to keep your family safe in your new family car, you need a dash cam really. And what this is the Botslab G980H. And this one's a little bit interesting really because it records a 560-degree field of view, which not many dash cams do. Doesn't have to, can film just the front, just the back, or whatever angle you like. And I'll show you how it does that right now. So here it is, as if by magic, I've unboxed it all for you, because obviously it's not an unboxing channel, but here it is anyway. So this is obviously your main dash cam. Your lens here can move around, if you can see that. And that basically sticks onto the windscreen. You've got an adjustable little mount there, and it's USB powered, that's fine. But where it gets interesting is these little modules here. So these actually stick on the sides by magnets. They are USB-C as well, but these actually rotate. So you can have them at any angle you like. So you can have them facing backwards like that. This is a touchscreen here. They film out the back window, or have them out the side windows, or anywhere in between. So like I say, if you need to film the kids, carry on. If you don't want to film like this, because in this mode here, the dash cam actually films in 3K. But if you remove just one of them, it's now back to 4K. So that's why this thing is quite interesting, because you don't need to use those as your rear cameras, even though you can if you like, because it does come with its own backup camera as well. Enough cable that hopefully it reaches all the way through a Discovery 4. In the kit, you also get a USB pass-through plug, so you don't have to worry about losing all of your USB plugs. And you also, if you don't want to use that, get a hardwire kit that you can hardwire straight into your fuse box with a USB-C on the end of it as well. So that's what you get, and a memory card in the kit. Let's go and fit it to the car and see how it all works. Right, so here it is. I think I'm going to fit it with the modules actually, so I know whereabouts it's going to sit. So actually, let me get in. Let's have a look. So she's not going to want to really have it in her face like there, is she? So I might probably better off putting it this side. Having said that, the wiring, the power cords come in this side, obviously power and rear view camera. So I am going to put it this side, but I've got to be a bit careful as to exactly where, because I want the cables to run neatly up here and into the headliner. So yeah, I'll get the cables and work out exactly where it's going to sit. Right, so what I've done now is I've plugged both the power cable in and the backup camera in, so I know how wide that block is, because it might be a unique thing to the Discovery, but I want it to be as tucked up in there as possible, so it's out of view. Obviously you've got to be careful about the cables. So I'm going to run them up into the headliner, and then all the way back there. I won't show you the details of that because that is a Discovery specific thing. So in 3, 2, 1, go. Look at that. I don't really want to put it across the top of that airbag. Yeah, I mean the car's blue, what more do you want? Adrian Newey, come at me. If you need some of these trim removal tools to fit your dash cam, they're on Amazon. I'll link it in the description. Shh, don't tell anyone. Are you still here? Good. Let's get a little bit more technical. Right, you ready for a bit of geeking out? The front camera films 170-degree field of view. The side cameras, due to the fact that they rotate, both film 120-degree field of view. And this rear camera films 150-degree field of view. Not going to peel that off because it will stick to the sideboard. As I explained previously, the front camera can film in 3K and the rear camera will film in 1080p all the time you've got the side cameras on. And the side cameras are filming in 1080p as well. It gets interesting where if you remove one of the side cameras, now you're filming in 4K, still with a 1080p rear and a 1080p side. That basically just gives you flexible recording channels, like 4 channels, 3 channels, or dual channel, or single channel, if that's what you want. I'm going to run you through 6 more things that are going to get progressively more geeky, so strap in and listen up. Because the first thing is 24/7 parking monitoring. So it won't drain your battery because it's got a supercapacitor, we'll come on to that. But if the vehicle gets nudged, it will record and it will work out what's happened for you. Same in a collision, it's obviously got like an accelerometer in it or something. Where in a collision, it will suddenly record for you and it will save the previous bit of footage to make sure that your collision has been recorded for you without you having to go, oh no, I've crashed, I need to quickly press some buttons. It will just do it all for you. Number 2, it's got enhanced night vision with an f1.6 aperture, 6 lens system, and 940mm infrared LEDs. I did not read that off of my sheet, I know that off the top of my head. What that does mean is that license plates and stuff like that in the middle of the night are very clear. So if someone hits you, because they've had a few shants down a pub, this will save you. Number 3 is voice control. So if you don't want to reach up and press a button, just shout at it. Record my journey, record my accident. If you don't want to shout at it, it has a 3.18-inch touchscreen that you can easily use when you're parked up. And on that touchscreen, you will have 4-way split screen. So if you do just connect one of these modules on, which I do a lot because it's really satisfying, it will show up on the screen straight away. Number 4, we're starting to get a little bit more geeky now because I'm talking about GPS and stuff like that, but it has GPS tracking obviously all the time. So your speed, location, all that sort of stuff's being recorded constantly via GPS. You can even replay your routes, but with augmented reality to show you what was going wrong and what other vehicles are doing at the time. See, getting geeky. Number 5, once you've watched back your footage, if you want it on your phone, all you've got to do is connect it to Wi-Fi because it uses 5.8 gig high-speed Wi-Fi transfer. So all your 4K footage and all the rest of it all comes straight onto your phone really easily. So if you need to send it to the magistrate's court, you can do it really quickly. There's even an option for quick emergency downloads. So if you're on the side of the road and you need to share it with someone who's just crashed into you, you can do it that way. And you can be rest assured that you've got the original footage saved to the 128 gig memory card that comes included in the package. And number 6 is your supercapacitor. So what that does, instead of a battery that can swell up and cause issues, the supercapacitor can run right down to -20 or right up to 70 degrees. So it can sit in the window and you don't have to worry about a lithium-ion battery inside it swelling up and exploding everywhere. That is a thing, but a supercapacitor can drain itself quick enough that that is not a problem. I've just had another thought, right? So picture the scene. Somebody gets in your car and they don't like the idea that there's a camera facing slightly in their direction. You just got to go like that. And you don't have to worry about it.
Begin recording.
Right, what I want to do now is see how quickly you can set the app up. I've just downloaded it. And we're going to see, so sign up, email, let's do all this quickly. You agree, please agree. I have agreed. Verification code is sent to my email address, that's fine. Oh, it's already come through actually. Never share this code with anyone. 308 160. Nice. Set a password. Right, there we go, we're in. Just quickly. I had to re-put that code in because I actually intentionally said out loud the wrong code. Yeah. And then put the wrong code in. Right, add device. Camera permission. Okay. While using the app. Device QR/barcode. Scan the QR code. Oh, there's a barcode on it, to be fair.
Is there nothing on the box? Like a QR code on the box?
Possibly. Ah.
There we go.
Oh yeah, it says G980H MC. Oh, there we go. Turn on the dash cam, keep it powered on, operate a dash cam by going to settings, connect app Bluetooth pairing. Connect to the app. Bluetooth pairing. Allow. You actually see that?
Bluetooth device connected.
Oh right, it's connected already. You have to authorize it. Yeah. So here we go. It's come up as live on my phone. So it's actually really good quality, to be honest. There's us. down in this little screen here. I've just done that live with you guys. That's pretty straightforward, to be honest with you. And it works really well. Like, they've obviously been doing it for a while, haven't they? It's another reason to choose the Botslab one, because the app, you know, it's pretty good. You can download as much as you want, replay as much as you want. We'll take it for a drive now, and then I'll show you how to rip. It's taking pictures. We'll take it for a drive. See how quickly we can get the footage ripped onto our phone afterwards. But so far, it does exactly what you want it to do. So onto the driving then, and I have cropped these 3 images into this picture together. This is not how the dash cam makes it look. It looks a lot better on the app. But I've done this so you can see that they are 3 different views at all times, plus a rear camera, but I didn't want to squeeze that one in as well. It has really impressed me how it can deal with different exposures going from dark to light, as you can see here. Most cameras are overexposed and take forever to adjust. This one adjusted instantly. And as we come round onto a busy motorway, you can really see how important it is to get a good clear view of what's going on around you, in front of you and behind you. Moving round into the app, and I apologise it's so narrow, it was filmed off of my phone on screen record. You choose your clip, press download in the bottom left hand corner, and then you can rip any footage you want off of the app straight onto your phone really quickly thanks to the super fast Wi-Fi. The augmented reality is also really cool, so it shows you on the left there your route, mind the people, thank you, and obviously your altitude and then your current speed, all overlaid across the top of the screen. So if you do need to download it to prove to anybody what's been going on, this helps dramatically. And the same rules apply whether you're filming during the day or at night. It's just as clear. If you need to record someone going through a red light, you can do. Thank you very much, sir. And all signage and number plates are just as clear as you need them to be to get any information you might want. So let's finish this section off back in the daytime with someone displaying their lack of patience, as we all see every day. Ready, steady, go. There's one, and he's off in his Dacia. There's another one, that's us, and he's going to get the Corsa as well. Which is great, because at this point he realises he does only have 50 horsepower, gives up, and pulls back in. Great work, sir. So that's it. If you want to look after your family, you want to look after your car, that's not a bad way to go. I really like the fact that it's modular and you can obviously click things on and off, and you can unplug the rear camera if you don't want a rear camera, or you can face these any way you want. The 560-degree field of view really is worth having. Like if someone does smash into the side of you, a front-facing dash cam will just see the car rock that way, and that'd be it, you know. But at least that side, like the side-facing ones, you can actually see people impacting you from the side or back into the family, or whatever you want to do. So check out the link in the description below. Thank you for Botslab for sending that out to me. It's a great bit of kit. Go and check it out. You might be surprised how good it is. See you later. So let's now run through six. I haven't got 6 fingers. Oh no.
I'm glad we established that.
It's taken me this long to work that out, yeah. 6 things.
We've got 6 fingers.
You're like, shit, one too many points to tell him about. What can I not tell him about?
You counted expecting it to bug a beat.
Wait a minute. Would you have 2 little fingers or 2 thumbs? I definitely have a thumb there. Like, anyway.
Oh.
The vibe's going to well change, isn't it? Right. Is it still? It's definitely still recording. You in?
You're recording. It's
yeah.
560, I'm stopping.
The 560.